Morning, good afternoon. Be one to everybody. Very proud of my people, man. Very, very proud of my people because this delineation movement is in full throttle. It's pretty much complete. And foundational Black Americans as a whole are, pretty much handling the business. We getting some straightening. And we're doing this all across pretty much all platforms. Well, I ain't gonna say all platforms, but the three major platforms, which is YouTube, TikTok, and X. And all disrespect is being checked, and we're no longer tolerating it. All gates to the foundational Black American cookout, all doors and gates have been locked, closed, and locked. And we are pretty much going to start gatekeeping, everything, our culture, our innovations, our inventions, our creations. But what we need to get more on code about is because we're definitely on code about the delineation, as far as the foundation of Black Americans who are very much into online. The delineation movement is still not spread totally nationwide throughout the United States, because I don't believe that the people, on the streets or who are not online are really privy to this information or the movement of what's going down. But what we need to talk about is, the immense amount of videos that I'm seeing from the Foundation of Black American Women, which they are doing a great job. But it's just that the only problem I'm seeing is they're combating the problem of, with the delineation, speaking why we're delineating from, other Black ethnic groups. But they're combating that problem, stating that, the reason why they're delineating, or why we are delineating, is because those groups pretty much didn't vote in the interests of Black people. And I'm here to say, which, most of us Foundation of Black Americans who are, in the grassroots, and the women, I can't say the women who are in the grassroots Foundation of Black Americans, there's this small percentage they already know, but Kamala was not the answer, bro. We can't keep combating and answering, stating one of the reasons why we delineated is on how people voted, when we know that Kamala was never the answer. So it doesn't make any sense. Give me a second. It's kind of warm out here. I have to come outside because it feels good, but what I'm saying, I got a nigga sweating. But Kamala Harris is, this is one talking point that we need to really get away from, because if Kamala Harris would have got elected, she would have just continued to flood us with more immigrants. You know what I'm saying? So I just need my Foundation of Black American Women to really think about this, because she would have just flooded us with more immigrants, and it would have been worse than what it is today. Like, we really have to take back our we have to take everything back, bro. Like, immigrants are coming in here and getting loans and grants from banks, and they're able to open up businesses and stores in the Black American neighborhoods, and it's allowing them to create their own little economy amongst their ethnic group. Meanwhile, the Black American who built the foundation of this country, we don't even have it. We no longer have a Black economy. You know what I'm saying? We no longer have corner stores owned by Black people. We no longer have grocery stores owned by Black people. We don't have any more. Well, I can't say we don't have. It's not like we really had an immense amount of banks. We do have a couple, but you know what I'm saying? We don't have an institution. We don't have a Black community. We don't have a Black financial community where we can rely totally upon a Black financial economy, where we can totally rely upon our community financial wise. You know what I'm saying? This is why no matter how rich the Foundation of Black America entertainer, athlete, or the athlete is, if they say something out of pocket or wrong, they always got to come back to white America and appear on TV or camera and apologize. And that's simply because we don't have a black economy. We don't have a black infrastructure economy to insulate ourselves from, white America. Niggas has always got to apologize to safeguard that bank account so that, so white America doesn't close the doors on them and will no longer do business again. You know what I'm saying? This is what we need to get away from, bro. This is what we definitely need to get away from. And that's only going to start when we start to, again, safeguard our culture, inventions, creations, and innovations. We keep selling out to the highest bidder. Shit, we don't even sell out to the highest bidder anymore. We just selling out just to be famous. You know what I'm saying? Like, hip hop is a main example. Like, majority, well, I can say majority, but a lot of these artists, especially today, especially after YouTube was born and everything, you didn't really need a major to get your music out there and to really make some money. But the reason why most of these do sign to label is for the fame. It's because if you, like, for example, NBA YoungBoy, I watched a documentary where he was making like $17 million a year from off of YouTube. Like, why would you ever need a major label, bro? Like, he was making $17 million a year. I'm like, fuck a label. I would be gladly to stick my middle finger up and tell the label to go kiss my ass, but I don't need to sign to y'all. So the only reason why you would sign to them is what? Because you already got the bread, you already got the bag, a major bag. Is what? So you can have your name and face plastered all over. You want that clout, you want that nationwide, that global nationwide push to where you're known all throughout the four corners of the world. And I'm like, man, is it really that important? You know what I'm saying? To pretty much give up, because now he doesn't have any creative control. You don't have any creative control. He can't drop an album he want to drop. They pretty much got control over your life. And it's like, wow, dog, you are, if it's true what they were saying, you were already making $17 million a year. Like, you already made $17 million a year. They said a year. To me, that seemed like it was hard to believe, but $17 million a year, either $17 million a year or even $17 million your whole career, it don't matter. If it's $17 million you made, bro, you don't need no major. We don't need them, man. I don't understand why we as Black Americans think we always need. Why we need white America? Well, man. But yeah, not to really get off tangent, not to really get a point, but Foundation of Black American Women, Kamala Harris was not the answer. We need to stop combating our talking points with why we are delineating, stating that because majority America or Latinos, or they didn't vote the way we vote, when Kamala wasn't the answer. She wasn't going to do nothing for us. This chick told us that she wasn't going to do a damn thing for Black America. So I don't understand why Black women en masse still wouldn't vote for this chick. That truly boggles my mind, dog. It just baffles me. It baffles me, dog. Like, once I saw that, I was like, oh, ain't no way she's gonna win. And of course she didn't win, but I didn't think she was still gonna get over 90% of the Black American woman vote. Like, seriously? Like, this bitch looked dead in the camera and said, I'm not just gonna do anything for Black people. No. And Black women still voted for this broad. Man, that right there makes me somewhat kind of, I don't want to say scared, because I'm not scared, but what's the word I'm looking for? It makes me not really have faith in the future what we're doing, because it's like, what more does a person need to tell us for you to say, hell no, you ain't the person, but y'all still vote for, like, God damn, dog. Y'all still vote for the chick. And she pretty much said, fuck you niggas. All because Black women want to see a woman in office. Like, y'all really want to see a woman in office that bad that she was bold enough to look in the camera and say, pretty much, fuck you niggas. You're going to vote for me anyway. You're going to vote for me anyway, and I ain't going to do shit for y'all, and that's just what it is. And y'all still voted for the chick. We need to get some straightening about that, dog, because we can't We can't move like this in the future if we're supposed to be all on one accord and supposed to be all, one. We Black American women and Black American men, we got to find out. We got to figure out a way how we're going to come together and move in unison, all in one. We got to be in lockstep on this. We got to be in lockstep. Yes, the delineation happened and it's completed, but for us to really get somewhere politically as a group, we got to be as one, dog. We really got to be as one. We can't be apart. We can't be apart. We got to be in lockstep, bro. This is the only way this shit's going to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's going to be very interesting to see what these next 2-3 years going to go, because like the Democrats is fucked. The Democrats are absolutely fucked. Like ever since Obama, once Obama didn't do shit for Black America, it pretty much put Black America on notice. Well, it pretty much put every Black person on notice who's even thinking about running for president again. Like, he didn't do shit for us. So nigga, you're gonna have to come with it for us to even remotely even wanting to vote for you. You know what I'm saying? We need to hear black, bliggity black in your motherfucking speeches for us to vote for you. Obama fucked it up that much for Black people to be voted for president. You know what I'm saying? Like, he made it that hard. But again, we were young. It was the first time. Well, no, I can say the first time we seen a Black man try to run for president. It was like the second or third time. But this is the first time we seen a Black man who made it up to the primary ranks, who had an actual legitimate chance to become president. And so, yeah, he had America in a frenzy. You know what I'm saying? He had America in a frenzy. And it was just, we saw a Black man, Black face. He was speaking good, talking good, speaking very eloquent, looked good, family beautiful, all of that. He was a sure in the win. Like, Black America's gonna vote for him en masse. And he got it. He got to be president. First term ain't do shit. Trayvon Martin died. That punk ass nigga, all he said was, if I had a son, he would look something like Trayvon. Like, nigga, what? That's all the fuck you got to say? Yeah, we good on you. We good on you, Barack. So second term came around. I didn't even vote for that nigga. I was like, look, you already got this shit in the bag. I ain't gonna waste my time getting out, wasting my time going to stand in line to vote for you. You got this shit in the bag. You're gonna win already. And plus, you ain't do shit for us. I ain't falling for that. We need him to get in the second term for him to start doing shit for Black people. No, nigga, no. I'm not one of them. I barely voted for you the first time because I always knew that when it comes to U.S. politics, the government is just pretty much each wing, Republican and Democrat, is two wings of the same bird. They the same fucking thing, same entity. The puppet, the president is really a puppet. And I always knew that ever since I was like 18, 19, 20 years old. So I was like, why should I vote for this nigga anyway when he's just going to be a puppet? But I was like, you know what? Let me give this Black man a chance. This will be the first time I ever voted for anything for president. So if I'm going to vote for something, at least I'm going to vote for a Black man. And he fucked us. But knowing that we know now, he wasn't even a foundation of Black American. That nigga was born in Kenya, or was he? I don't know, man. It's a whole bunch of shit. He born in Kansas and he moved overseas, lived in Jakarta. I lived in Indonesia, and I actually lived over there. I actually graduated from over there. But I'm a real foundation of Black America. I ain't from nowhere else but from right the fuck here. And it just kills me when Black people turn on Black people. And why is that? Why are we the only fucking group who advocates for everybody else but us? That don't make no fucking sense. Every other group advocates for them, especially them Latinos. But why, when it comes to Black people, we got to make it seem like we got to be down and look out for everybody but us? I'm so tired of that narrative. I'm so tired of that shit. So tired of that shit, man. We come too far to be fucking just keep looked over and passed over and passed over. Why we got to keep doing that, man? We the ones. We are responsible for these other groups being here, not them. They come in here, get up under our wing, huddle up under us just to make it ahead in this country, because they can't make it ahead no other way. White America don't bring them here and put them in white American neighborhoods. They bring wherever white America brings them here and puts them in Black American neighborhoods, and the motherfuckers cannot exist or cannot achieve or get ahead unless they depend on the Black American economy. All at the same time while shitting on us, being racist against us, all simply because they're not us. Because they know when at back of their home country, the Black people who are back of their home country, they're all at the bottom. So when they look at them, when they come to America and look at us, they're like, damn, these niggas is shining over here. Meanwhile, the Black people who were in my homeland, they at the pretty much, they're the lowest of the low. They look at them like they fucking peasants. They look at them like they rodents. But when they come over here, they realize that, oh no, the Black American, yeah, we are financially as a group above you. The work, the shit that y'all do and take now, that our ancestors, they were doing that shit hundreds of years ago. Y'all still picking fruit, cotton, apricots, y'all the 70% of the agriculture workforce. So shit that the work that they doing now, our ancestors were doing 200 years ago and wouldn't even dare or fathom to do that shit now. Like you got Latinos and Spanish people, they are maids for the white people. You know what I'm saying? Our black people ain't going back to being no maids. You got us fucked up. And the reason I brought it up because I had a random thought. I seen a video of this Latino chick got mad because Jasmine Crockett, she was like, Jasmine Crockett, you want to know why you lost? Because you said, pretty much relating, talking about black people, how, who's wanting to clean houses and do farm work and all that stuff. And then, she got silenced and she like, I know I'm not. And we're relating to the black community, pretty much, we not. And she was insinuating that, the only people who's going to want to do that is the Spanish community. And the Spanish chick got mad. She, got in her emotions, felt some type of way because it sounded demeaning, which it did sound demeaning. But at the same time, it's true. You can get in, she can get into her feelings all that she wants, but a simple Google search would have yield results and would have stated that over 70% of Spanish people, whether illegal or legal, are predominantly the workforce of the agriculture sector. So meaning that, yes, they are still picking cotton. Agriculture is included in each and any and everything that's being picked off a farm. Cotton, tobacco, fruit, flour, you name it. Whatever it's got to do being picked in the farm, that's what they're doing. And she got mad and upset, telling myself, we ain't doing that. No, y'all are doing that. The Latinos are the only people who are doing that. Black people ain't doing that. And the thing is, what killed me is, shit, you can, right now, if you live in rural Georgia, rural South Carolina, or rural Mississippi, you could drive around one of those rural streets where their farms are lined up and everything like that, and you will see nothing but Latinos picking cotton, picking fruit, picking whatever the fuck they're growing out there. It's not about Latinos. You're not going to see one black single face out there ever in them fields. We did that. We ain't doing that. We ain't going back to that no more. That's going back in time. That's going back. We're not repeating past history when we fought and came out of that. The Latinos, they're currently in that. They're currently in that. But at the same time, they still were able to get here and still build an economy, but they had to build it underneath of the black economy. Like there was no way possible for them to cut out and carve their own little economy if it weren't for the Black American dollar, because white America wasn't spending money with them. Plus, they're not in white American neighborhoods. They don't get white American neighborhoods until they do like black people. Once they grind, once they, kept their head down, grind, saved up some money, after a decade or two, they're able to move out the hood and then move into a nice suburb. And then they'll be pretty much acclimated with white people. Other than that, there's no way possible that an immigrant or a legal immigrant can get ahead without the black economy. It's just not even possible. But yet we get shitted on by these motherfuckers. So yeah, we shutting shit down. If we can't be respected, or we can't be respected, the most respected, because we the only reason why you're even able to be here. White people's not the reason why you're here. If it's up to them, y'all motherfuckers will still be where y'all from. They don't have no morals. We are the moral authority. They don't have no morals. So it's just insane, the fucking disrespect that we get when they come here. It's like they love us, but they love our culture, but they hate the roots that it's from. Let me say that again. They love our culture. They love everything about what we create, innovate, and invent, but they hate the roots of where it was created from. Why? Because it was created by black people. And again, like I said, in their home country, black people are at the bottom of the low. Them niggas, I've been in a lot of these countries overseas, man. It seems like every country I've been to where they have a group of black people, they're outcasted. They live in a totally different part of the city or out of the city, like somewhere far from the city where they're not even looked at. They want to keep these people far away from the norm of who is the dominant people in that, of that society in that country. They always treat black people as like it ain't shit. But when these groups come to America, they get a rude awakening because they see black people. Yeah, the black people here don't look nothing like the black people in y'all country. Matter of fact, the black people here, y'all get one of them mouth dropping ahs because you looking at us and like, these niggas is shining over here. Yeah, we shining over here, bitch, because we did a lot. We done fought a lot. We don't run. We don't flee. We fight. We don't just fucking run and run to another country hoping that some niggas who the natives of that land's gonna do the fighting for us. Nah, we some real niggas over here. Y'all niggas got to run and come up under us and want us to fight for y'all. Crazy, dog. But Black American winning, dog. I love the fact that we are on code about this delineation, but we really need to get on code political wise. This voting Democrat, this automatic down vote blue, no matter what, that shit's got to stop. Really, it's killing us. It's killing us. That shit's got to stop. I mean, even ask yourself, that ain't make no sense. Why would you vote blue no matter who, no matter what? Like y'all not reading policy? Y'all just gonna really vote blue just because? Because of what? That don't even make sense. That don't even make sense. Like somebody can have a policy. You niggas gonna go into slavery. If you like me, niggas going back into slavery effective immediately. But y'all would never know because y'all don't read the policy. I just voting because he's a Democrat. Ridiculous. But I'm hoping we get on code. We do got some strong sisters who's on YouTube, on platforms, who is putting in the work, and they not with the democratic system. So I want to applaud them. When you're online, it does seem like it's more. It does seem like it's more than just a few, or it does seem like they are the norm versus the few. But it's not. But we all know it's not like that because we know we get the voting numbers. We get the statistics on how people vote, and black women still voting in over 90%. And when it comes to Democrats and everything, black men, we dipped below. Surprisingly, I'm proud of us. We dipped below 80%. We had 78%. Trump, we voted for Trump at 78. I mean, we voted for Democrats at 78%. That's far cry when we voted for Obama at 90+%. So we dropping. We just ain't going for the shit. I want this 2028. I want to see the numbers. This is the percentages. Like, that's gonna be a huge drop. I don't see it happening, but I want to see us under 70. I want to see both genders under 70%. I would love to see that under 70%. If we see that under 70%, then we know for a fact that what we doing online is spreading quicker than we anticipated. And yeah, that we out here working, that we really out here making it do what it do, that our voice is really being heard, and black people are really truly waking up, and we just tired of the norm. We tired of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? My parrot over there going ham, loud as fuck. I don't even know if y'all can hear it. Loud as fuck though. Do y'all hear it? It sounds like a kid, but it ain't a kid. It's a fucking bird. Hold up, give me a second. I be sweating like a motherfucker. I heard it's supposed like a winter storm going on or coming up north. I'm not here in Florida, man. You see, I'm doing the weather, so I wouldn't really know. But every now and then, I get severe weather alerts that come across my screen. That's going on in America and shit. I'm like, damn, they about to get another storm. I feel for y'all, man. I used to live in Philly for a good, when I was married before I got divorced, for like 6-7 years. And I remember one winter we had a blizzard, a bad blizzard. It took me an hour and a half just to shovel my car out to go to work. By the time I got done shoveling all that snow to get it ready for me to pull out, I didn't even feel like going to work. And I called out, bro. I was like, man, I'm done. I don't ever want to do that shit again, bro. I was so tired, I didn't even want to go to work. I'm good. I don't see how y'all can keep doing that every year. I'm good, bro. I am good on that. But yeah, bro, what y'all think about delineation, man? Comment. I want to know what y'all feel, man, because it's only going to get stronger. Because as of right now, honestly, the only foundation of Black Americans who really hip to it is Generation X, because we started it, and we're now, we are now leading the social political diaspora. So, Generation X, the civil rights generation, which is baby boomers, the baby boomer generation are pretty much, they're dying off, and they ain't really got that much longer. And so we now have, we got the mantle. We've had it since 2018, but really 2020 COVID is when you can tell that Generation X now has control of what, what's popping socially, what's popping consciously, what's popping politically. And the reason why this is big and why it's going to continue to spread is because, again, Generation X is the generation that created hip hop. We are the first generation to grow up listening to hip hop. Our mentality is geared more towards hip hop, meaning that we are a lot more rebellious than our parent and grandparent. Now, don't get it wrong. I ain't giving those. I'm not saying that our parents and grandparents are, by any means docile or submissive, anything like that. They were not. Of course, the '60s writers proved they were some real G's. It's just that we saw what came out of that with, the people who sold out. Because all the real G's, all the real true riders and rebels, they were killed. Let's get that straight understood. So, and also all the people who sold out, all the people who we see in politics now from the era, they sold out. Yes. So Jesse Jackson, may he rest in peace. But yes, he did sell us out. What's the other dude that's still living? The dude that was fat, now he's skinny. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Reverend Al Sharpton. Yes, he sold us out. They were both down with MLK, but yes, they both eventually sold us out. That's how they were able to get into politics. Black America had white America on the run. We had them on the fence. We could have really got what we truly wanted. We probably really truly got reparations. But what happened was when they killed Malcolm X and after they killed Martin Luther King, Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, Elijah Cummings, and what was that other dude? What was that dude from Selma that got his ass whooped? The Good Trouble dude. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Them four was like spearheading, and they got into politics. They went from fighting the good fight, supporting and advocating for us to get reparations and everything. They was fighting the good fight. Then once we had them on the roads because white people was dying in mass nationwide. We was just randomly killing white folks. This is the part of history that they don't want to tell us about. Black people was randomly killing white folks during that time. And what happened was they came to some type of truce where they would start letting black people get into politics. And so we seen like hundreds of black people get, well, I can say hundreds, but it was, it was a good amount of people got in politics. 20, 30, 40, 50 people. We just seen Democrats get dominated with black people, but they sold us out. They got into politics to enrich themselves while selling us out. So they were getting the game plan from the white folks in government of what they want them to come back and tell Black America. And that's how it's been working ever since. So all those black people who got into politics to enrich themselves, get the game plan from white people, and they come back and tell Black America pretty much what they're fighting for, what we are now fighting for, and what we should think we should be fighting for, and everything like that. So notice once that happened, all of a sudden civil rights, and we know we got civil rights, it's just not really enforced. But all of a sudden the reparations talk died down. Then all of a sudden out of nowhere, immigration started coming to fruition. Like, what the fuck? How we go from fighting and talk about getting reparations to all of a sudden immigration? That happened in the '60s, and we've been fucked ever since about that. And that's what Generation X is now correcting. That shit is over. That shit is done. Now that we delineated, the next plan is to pretty much, we need to stop immigration. We need to get Black America on code to be totally against immigration, because all it does is hurts us. It's a detriment of us. Like, I mean, if we have enough decades of historical proof that immigration only hurts Black America. All these other groups are able to benefit off of us, but we can never benefit off of them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what have they done that the Black American was able to financially benefit off of? Nothing. Not only that, when they do create something, they do their damage to keep us out. They do their damage to keep us forced out. They only want us in because they know and they've seen proof and evidence of what we do. Anytime we do something, get a hold of something, that we're going to do it 10 times better than that group who's already doing it. And we're not only that, we're going to take it to the next level. I mean, we've shown proof of that time and time again. You know what I'm saying? But as a black, I want to say as a black American man, it feels good in 27, 26. It's been feel. I don't care what people say, man. It's been I've been feeling good the whole Trump presidency. I haven't seen it so far. I mean, maybe we just haven't seen it hit the news. Maybe not, but it was. We know in the past it seems like every time a black American has been killed unarmed, that shit has made the news, and I haven't seen any of that since Trump got president. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen black people being harmed. I haven't been seeing us being fucked up. Now, of course, we know it's still going on, but I haven't, as far as in the media, I haven't seen none of that, bro. I haven't seen nothing to really get me hot, heated, and want to do something. Chilling. I've been seeing all the stuff I've been seeing has been putting smiles on my. You know what I'm saying? The 2 people got murked in Minnesota. They want black. They want black Americans. That's what I do know. That black dude who got caught killing those people out in Maine. Was it Maine? Yeah, he wasn't no black American. They said right away he was from Senegal. So yeah, this delineation is working, man. Before they would have never said where this fool was from. They would just make it seem like he was a black American, a black dude, and that crime statistic would have been recorded as a black American stat affecting us. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You see where we're going? This is why this is a plus. This is only a plus for us, because most of this crime, well, I ain't say most, but a lot of this crime that goes on today, man, it don't be black Americans, it be black people from other countries. Because some of this crime that we look down upon, we look down upon a lot of this shit. Child molestation, rapings. We look down on shit like that. Ain't nobody cool with that. We don't fucking applaud no nigga who been abducting, trafficking, molestation, that type of bullshit. Now we protect kids, we protect women. Now this shit is going on. It's not us, dog. It don't be us at all. Even the statistics for crime has gone down overall in America, but mainly for black people. Like, we're not out here in the streets. If anything, the only thing we doing, but that's every group does that. It just really shines light on us. I don't know why they want to. Well, we know why they still focus on us, but when it comes to drugs, every ethnic group slinging drugs. Every ethnic group in America sling drugs. It's just always a heavy spotlight shine on when black people do it. But every group do it. Every group does it. The Jews do it heavy, but you'll never see them in the news. They don't never shine a spotlight on the Jews who sell drugs. They sell heavyweight. Ridiculous, man. I hate this. You know what I'm saying? But this is what we're saying. This is what we're talking about. Black people are always targeted. We are always in the news. They don't never want to focus on these, especially these Asians. Like, come on, man. You know how much crime Asians do and how much drugs and how deep they in the drug game here in America, but they do not shine a light on these Asians, dog. And it's ridiculous. I hate that. I hate that for us. When it comes to drugs, the light is mainly shot on black Americans, but they don't want to shine a light on these fucking Asians, dog. That kills me. Like, why are y'all not shining a light on these Asians when they are deep in the drug game in America? Like, they control fentanyl. Like, you can't get fentanyl, bro. You can't even the fentanyl trade is controlled by Asians here in America. So, like, why is America avoiding this? Why, like, I don't want to get off topic. Like, shit, just like, you know what I'm saying? Shit like this is shit that pisses me off, dog. They always want to make black Americans seem like we just the most. We just do the most. We do the most crime. And when it comes to drugs, that we just at the top. We always fucking just. It's ridiculous, dog. It really pisses me off. Yeah, so I had to come outside. It's a nice day today, man. I'm feeling good. What else going on, man? You know what I'm saying? What else popping? Yo, random thought, but y'all heard Tasha K put up a GoFundMe? Hold up. Y'all heard Tasha K put up a GoFundMe for her, to get people to donate so she can pay off this $3.5 million she owed to Cardi B? Ain't that some shit? Like, girl, like, you've been shit, like, out of all the light you done shine on people who put up GoFundMes, and she done joked and shaded these people putting up GoFundMes depending on what it is. Now you gonna throw up one because you need your bill paid. Like, that's crazy, Tasha K. I respect her, but come on now. You be joking about other people money and how they need to control their funds and their income and how they need to spend their money, but yet you can put up a GoFundMe so they can pay your. Ain't nobody trying to pay no. Ain't nobody. And then, well, you gonna get some people to donate, but you still gonna have to pay the bulk of that. Ain't nobody gonna donate for no 3.5 mil judgment. You got to pay, girl. You done lost your goddamn mind on that. I don't know what you was thinking. I don't know what Tasha K was thinking, dog. I seen. I was like, what the? It was like, that was real. I was like, this is a real GoFundMe. Tasha K, you tripping? Lost her damn mind. What else going on in the news? Another random thought, man. I don't, man. You know what? What 50 Cent did was a chess move. Well, everything he do is a chess move. But what he did when he finally responded to this whole, T.I. his son situation, it was a chess move. He put the disc in the Power Origins intro, so that shit's gonna be played for at least a minimum of 3 seasons. 3 years. That shit's gonna be played for at least a minimum of 3 years. Meanwhile, ain't nobody. Well, me personally, I'm just gonna speak for me. I've only heard one of T.I. disses. And I think I heard that King diss, that whack ass King first diss. But other than that, I ain't really heard that. They keep releasing diss tracks. I'm like, man, don't nobody want to hear that shit, man. Y'all just be praying, hoping and praying 50 Cent respond. I'm kind of mad he responded. I'm like, man, you didn't even need to respond to these fools. They praying you respond, dog. I'm surprised you took time out your day to respond. But it's not really like he took time out his day to respond to them personally, because he took time out his day to do the Power Origins intro. So that had to get done, and he only does that. So he's like, let me go ahead and throw a shot at them, put them in here, and make them regret that, what I'm saying, that y'all even did this, because they love watching Power. So now y'all got to hear this nigga dish y'all in the show that y'all like watching. Masterful. God damn. Masterful, dog. Like, 50 Cent played chess like a bitch. Like, man, I don't even know why people even want to continue to be with this, man. I'm like, oh, every time I see him, somebody I would just bow out. I don't care. Like if I was on his level, like if I was entertaining on his level, I don't care. Like 50, whatever it is, dog, you got it, dog. I don't want my career ended. I don't want no problems with you. You got it, bro. Like, why? Why do people do it? But that's just you can tell people money running low. They need clout. They just want to be in the algorithm, want to be talked about, no matter if it's detrimental or not. That's the addictive drug of social media, dog. Like, damn, you gonna like you 50, what his record is. Like, you really gonna risk going to war with this nigga, and your money not right, T.I. Like, come on, man. Pac told us best, man. If you want to go to war, make sure you have your money right. T.I., your money ain't right, fam. Why are you trying to go to war with this nigga? Your money is not right. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you hoping your money get right. Maybe you hoping that this will bring some money your way. All this attention, you'll be able to parlay it into making a bag and getting some bread. Because that lawsuit you had, everybody finding out, what I'm saying, that they had to dial the numbers back, which is kind of fucked up. I ain't gonna lie, it's fucked up. How you gonna get this man? How you gonna say give him a winning judgment of millions of dollars, and then come back and say, that was a mistake. You only get this amount now. That's fucked up. But but T.I., you messed up because you supposed to be smart. Like, you had people thinking you was so intelligent and everything because you use these big words, which is stupid. I'm like, man, look, just because a person tries to use big words don't really mean he's smart and intelligent. But you, of all people, know you ain't supposed to spend nothing. You ain't supposed to spend no bread unless you got money to account for that, or to credit that, just in case it don't happen. You supposed to wait till you get that judgment. You wasn't supposed to go out and all of a sudden just start blowing money because you think you got the money coming. Come on, bro. We're not supposed to be accounting for potential money. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to account for money that you think coming. You're supposed to account for your money that you know is going to be there. And you went out and spent millions of dollars before you even got paid. So then, that's what spurred him going into the comedy field, because he thought he was funny, thought he was going to be able to get a bag out of that. And then that ended up not really transpiring, and that just pretty much, end up dying. But yeah, T.I., man, this is, I mean, shit, I guess if you really need the money, you don't care how it look in the public. But to me, I just started looking embarrassed. I'm like, man, you got your kids all in the street and shit. Everybody in your family that made it this except for Tiny. Even the little girl got to do this. I mean, she ain't going to the studio, but she hopped on the video, and no bullshit, her shit sound better than all y'all. That shit sound better than all y'all. All she did was sing. You talking about my mama? That shit sounded cute. It was cute, but still, all your kids making diss tracks and they making diss tracks without your permission and shit. It's just like, man, this shit just look bad, homie. It don't look like you got no control of your own family and shit. Because King out here being very disrespectful. I'm pretty sure that if you knew he was gonna do the shit that he's doing, you would not said, yeah, this is okay. So yeah, like this is embarrassing, bro. This nigga got guys 50 Cent mama on the shirt. You know what I'm saying? Dead mama on the shirt. Now he got on a loud pack. This nigga went and got plastic packs actually made with her picture on it so he could put weed in there to say he got a loud pack. This nigga so goddamn lame. Like, it's not funny, dog. Like you was not even in the beef. I mean, I understand you want to defend your mama, but bro, like this is a grown man beef, and honestly, us grown people knowing how you came up and on a reality show and everything like that, you was a little crybaby kid. You a mama boy. I ain't gonna say we don't respect you because you a rich kid, and I mean everybody who's in a position we want to raise our children to be, financially well off and with a silver spoon in their mouth if they can. But bro, this is your character is just like you just too crybaby-ish, dog. Your whole life you've been growing up crying all the time. All you did was just cry. So we seen a crybaby trying to go at 50 Cent. It's like, come on, dog. It's not even stop. You of all people, like, stop, nigga. I'd rather hear the little girl go at 50 Cent than you, King. Like, stop. It's funny, nigga. Man, I'll be right back. Man, let me go spray my goddamn hair. This motherfucker's not, but it's probably hot. Give me a second. I'll be right back. All right. Man. So my doctor gave me back in December, he gave me a 2-month hiatus for my chemo treatments and shit. And it's about that time I gotta start doing chemo treatments probably within the next month. I gotta get biopsy because he wants to see if I should continue to do chemo or should I switch to radiation. And I don't want to switch to radiation. I want to stay with chemo. My hair started to grow back and shit. My shit, it's like the texture changes like a white dude now. I googled it. It said it'll go back after a while, but I'm like, man, my texture is like a white dude now. That shit looks funny as fuck, nigga. Every time I go, I gotta put a hat on and shit because it look weird. But the positive is I get to smoke as much weed as I want. Because I got to. Because the medication they gave me for the nausea don't work for shit. I be throwing up. If I don't smoke weed, I be throwing up like a motherfucker. But I'm just blessed because I caught mine in stage 1. So I should be able to beat it and shit. I feel bad for the ones who got them silent killers where they found out they got cancer, but it's too late because they don't have no pain or nothing. It's the cancer I had so much pain in my chest. I had this tissue going in my chest, so you had no choice but to feel it. And when they told me I was in stage 1, I was like, this is stage 1? I was like, I hate to see what stage 2 or 3 feel like, bitch. Stage 1 killing the nigga. But yeah, I'm way better. I'm way better. The mass tissue in my chest is went down over half. So I should be all right. But it's still my lifestyle still ain't the same though. I had to dial back a lot of shit. Like I don't go out no more. I used to go out, which was fucked me up because I was in the club every goddamn weekend, every other weekend, drinking, smoking. You know, I was smoking, weed and cigarettes. I stopped cigarettes, of course. I can't smoke them bitches no more. But man, look, it was a wake up call, man. You need to stop doing what you're doing. Remember, I used to go live and I used to talk shit about being in the club all the time, being with hoes and partying shit. And shit, I think them days is done, y'all. Can't do that shit no more, man. Can't do that shit no more. My partying days and hanging with a whole bunch of chicks is done. Well, I ain't saying hanging with a whole bunch of chicks is done, but I know ever since I caught cancer, I ain't been with a chick since. You know, like the urge, there's them treatments, bro. It just you don't have the urge to have sex with shit. I haven't had sex in it's been a year. It's been about a year. Before that, I ain't never went that long without sex, bro. Last time I went that long, I was a virgin. But yeah, but I'm just blessed because I should beat it. I ain't gonna say and because I still got it, so I don't want to, get too happy. But if I ever stop doing videos, if I go a year without doing videos, niggas up out of here. You know a nigga up out of here. What else going on, man? So with this delineation movement and everything, I hope that this gender war eventually comes to a cease. That's another thing that needs to die between black men and black women. Is killing us. The thing is, I don't know how long it is. This shit may be lasting for a while because it seems like I don't know what it seems like we so much at odds. All because I mean, it's a lot of reasons. I can say all because, but I'll be here forever naming reasons, dog. I'll be here forever naming reasons. But it's like, damn, why can we iron out a treaty? Can we come to a truce? Shit. And the thing is, it's the older people. It's like, man, our time is done. We arguing for nothing. If you over 40, if you post 40 over, you just need to just live your life and just. I mean, if you go meet somebody, whatever, I needed like all this expectation, especially at our age, all these expectations. If you ain't got your shit together already by then, depending on somebody else coming in your life after 40 to do shit, it's really you tripping. I mean, and now, never mind. Now, when I really start talking about it, I see why it's going on because it's like black women really gonna have their thing, especially at their later age. I don't understand why they feel like if you're making a certain amount of money, why you need a man making that same amount of money or more. It makes no sense. Because if a man did this, if we always did this, that means we would never be with a woman. We hardly ever would have been with a chick because we always made more. But I mean, of course, by nature, y'all want us to make more, but it's just still, it don't make no sense because y'all fought for this feminism bullshit. Y'all fought to go to work. Y'all fought to pay bills. Y'all fought for this. Now y'all crying about it. And you want a man making as much as you make or more when it just, I mean, look, hey, whatever. All I'm saying is if you really looking for real true love, why does that matter, dog? If you really want a man to be there, if you really think his man is valuable, that he can really be of value in your life besides just being there, being a fucking wallet, why would you want that man? That don't even make no sense. It don't make no sense. Y'all just mad because y'all messed up. No, man, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to rub nobody the wrong way. It ain't one of them type of days. I ain't really try to get into that. Well, no, fuck it. I got to say this part because it's just the main problem is the majority of y'all get pregnant at a very early age, and y'all refuse to believe that that's going to really be a detriment. That's a lifelong situation. I don't understand like why y'all don't think that's a big deal and why that's not going to affect you. Once you have a kid, it affects you. Once you have a kid, the bulk of men, the majority of men, is just like, all right, we put you from that eligible box to this box to where it's just like, yeah, I'll smash, but I ain't really trying to kick it with you like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'll smash as long as you gonna allow me to continue to smash it until you say like, do you want to get married or right to the relationship, some shit like that. You know me, how many girls I've been dodged who had kids growing up, coming up. They was just in the jump off stage, and I knew that I would never get in a relationship with them. But I guess, they was hoping and pending they would go somewhere stronger or further. It just never did. But that's the woman's fault. It's like I'm thinking like y'all can't be scared to talk to these dudes about where this is going or what you want in the beginning. Like this always needs to be conversation in the beginning. That's how you know how serious a man is. And I think that the women don't want to scare men off in the early stages because if they start to talk like that, they'll think they scare them off. But hey, that's the only way to me. That's the only way you're going to safeguard yourself if you don't want to get pregnant and be a single mom. But that's if you don't want to be a single mom. But let's keep it 100. These days, y'all looking to become single moms simply because y'all don't want to submit and take orders from a man. And let's be real, we've got to be real and know that's what y'all are doing. Y'all are racking up these multiple baby daddies, which is has always been looked down upon by most men. Y'all don't care because y'all still gonna get a check behind it, and y'all if push comes to shove, you'll still be able to have some type of roof over your head if you can't keep a job, or it's gonna be hard for you to find a job. You know what I'm saying? That same shit that y'all shame the black man for, the same shit that you shame some black men for, of having to jump from job to job, having to go from job to job, having a hard time finding a job. You black women go through the same exact shit, but you got that safety net because you had them kids. That's the only difference. But you shame the black man for it, and it's fucked up. It's fucked up. A lot of y'all be screaming. Well, I ain't gonna say a lot because it ain't a lot, but you know, it's quite a few y'all be screaming independent, subconsciously forgetting that you on welfare. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? In my days coming up, you know, in times in the club, like when I was coming up back in my 20s, it was a thing in the club. The DJ would be like, put your hands in there. All the independent ladies, put your hands in the air. If you got $20 in your pocket right now, put your hands in the air. If you got $100 in your pocket right now, put your hands in the air. If you're independent right now, put your hands in the air. And all the women put their hands in the air. And I done came with a couple of shakes. Bitch, you just got food stamps 3 days ago. You want to put your hand down, bitch? Like chick, them food stamps just came a few days ago because you just asked me about to take you to the store. What you doing putting your hand up? It's funny. But yeah, the same shit they shame us for, they got the safety net. So it's just man, y'all foul. Y'all know y'all foul when y'all do certain shit. I know y'all foul. But this gender war has got to stop. It's got to stop, and I hope it dies soon. I hope it dies soon to the point where that we're just black American men and women. We're just on code. We're just solely focused on delineation, us getting ahead politically, uh, financially, and on a social level, and just us safeguarding everything that we have and that we created. Because it just boggles my mind how all the stuff we created and invented, and we benefit from it the least. Well, as a group, we benefit from it the least. How the fuck do other people benefit from what we do, create, innovate, and invent more than what we do as a group? What I do know is this delineation movement and for the past 2 years, it's really made us very proud to be a foundation of Black American because once we check them records and just check past records, and once we do a comparison to these other groups, it's like, man, we got all the wins, man. We winning like a motherfucker. We winning over here. Like they ain't we all the wins and the trophies is over this bitch. Nigga, like they come over here to chill with the nigga. They come over here to chill with Jordan. We got all the wins. They haven't invented nothing. They haven't created nothing. Haven't innovated nothing. They haven't done anything for that foundation of Black America. Has took a look and says, "Hey, oh my God, look what them niggas doing over there. Look what them niggas doing over there. That shit dope as fuck. Yo, let's go be a part of what they doing. We ain't never did no shit like that. We ain't never did no shit like that. Look what them niggas doing over there. You know what, man? Look, let's get a passport. We going. I'm trying to go over there. I'm trying to go live over there with them niggas because it's so popping over there that they got it popping over there. I want to go do what they do and be like them niggas. Fuck how I dress over here in Africa. Fuck how I talk over here in Africa. Fuck everything what I got going in Africa. Nigga, I want to go over there with them niggas. They popping over there. And then get over here and then want to shit on us because you realize how much we got it popping, and you mad you now that's because you don't come from this, but you want to be a part of this. So the only thing you could do is really, you got that self-hatred, so you hate and mad and talk about us. You want to degrade us like we don't know where the fuck you come from. Like they used to show all types of commercials on how y'all used to live over there in Africa. We send money to you niggas, but y'all want to get over here and flex like y'all done something. Fuck, you got us fucked up, nigga. That's them days is done. Them days is over. We're not doing that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? But for real, think about it though. Think about it. Like think about it. Like, can you imagine you going to a foreign land, being with the natives of that land, seeing how they live, seeing how they do things, on a daily basis. Start to get and mingle along with their culture and with the people, and then you eventually start to like their culture. You love it, you embrace it, and then you at the same time you talk about them in a negative way. Like it's just weird. The reason I'm bringing it up is just weird to me because I've been to other countries, growing up a military brat, and I've never done that. Like, Black Americans have always been taught to be respectful of other people and their culture. Like, that's one thing we've always been taught: respectful people and their culture. Mainly, be respectful of their culture because their culture is different, and you don't know how they do things, and they may look down upon you, especially when you go to other lands, because you may not make it up or out of there, depending on if you disrespect them and their culture. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, when they come here, they don't have that same fear because they know here is a safe land. You know what I'm saying? They know here the police really are in effect. There's corruption here, but the corruption here is on a very minuscule scale compared to these many other countries over there. These other countries over there, like you can literally buy the policeman. Like when I was in Peru, shit, I got pulled over by the police when I was in a taxi, and I got caught with some weed. I bought this nigga off. Like, and the funny thing is, I had my diplomatic passport on me at the time. That shit wasn't even saving me. They didn't give a fuck about. Look, that's one thing. Look, to the Americans out there, if you got a diplomatic passport, if you think the diplomatic passport gonna save you, depending on where you at, that shit not even gonna save you, my nigga. I had a diplomatic passport, which is a literal get out of jail free card in any country that you go over to. Yeah, but it depends on how corrupt that cop is. If that cop is really corrupt and don't give a fuck about nothing, that diplomatic passport ain't gonna save shit. So matter of fact, I'll bring the story up. Let me tell you, because now that when I think about it now, I could have literally lost my life, but I wasn't thinking about it because I was so young and I was so arrogant, thinking that I'm an American. Now I got this diplomatic passport on me. No matter where I go, nigga, you can't touch me. You can't do shit to me. You can't do shit to me. The most you can do to me is show me back up to the embassy, and they got to deal with me. No. Let me tell you this. So let me tell you this story now that I'm in it. So I just got to Peru. I had only been there 2-3 weeks, and I was smoking weed. I wanted some weed, so this is what I did. I went to the casino. The casinos in Peru and Lima, Peru is heavy all over the place, and it's ran by drug lords, believe it or not. But anyway, so I was in the casino. I was going to the casino close to where I lived. I was frequenting the casino close, like I was going there a couple times every week. It was a Spanish dude who worked there who noticed me. I'm a black dude dressed in American, shining. I'm standing out because I'm a black dude who got money in Peru. All the other black dudes, the little that they see, they look broke as fuck. So of course they know I'm from another country. So they bringing me drinks and shit. One dude took a liking to me, so he started talking with me. And every time I came in there, he would, if he's working, he would speak with me. So we built up a little friendship or whatever. So I eventually asked this dude after a couple of weeks of being there, going there, you know I can get some weed from him. He's like, marijuana. So he spoke a little bit of English and he spoke Spanish. His primary language is Spanish, but he spoke enough English that me and him could communicate. So he was like, yeah, I can get that. So he was like, I get off at this such a time and we can go get it if you want to. So I'm like, hell yeah, bro. I'm gonna try to go get some. I ain't smoked that stuff. I'm fiending. So I wait for this dude to get off. We catch a taxi to the hood to go get some weed. I'm waiting in the car for him to get it. He goes to get it. He comes back. We pull off. No more than 2 minutes after we pull off, we get pulled over. We get pulled over by the police, and immediately. So it's like, so now that I think about it, because at the time I didn't think about it. So I'm like, man, this seemed like a kind of setup. Because how do they know to pull us over? It's dark as fuck. Like, why are they pulling us over? Because I had never been pulled over after that. And I took plenty of taxis. I've never been pulled over after that time. So it's like, I'm thinking he kind of set me up. But anyway, so we get pulled over. And I'm talking, I'm like, I'm comfortable, and I'm comfortable because I got my diplomatic passport. I'm like, well, it don't matter what y'all say, what y'all do. Y'all may be caught with this weed on me, but it's just weed. What you gonna do? You can't do shit to me. You're gonna have to turn me over to the embassy, and they gonna have to deal with me. And being that I know it's just weed, it's a minor offense. I'm not tripping. Anyway, they making it seem like it's a big fucking deal. I guess having weed over there is a big deal, but I'm like, cocaine is king over here. Why is weed why y'all trying to make it seem like weed is a big deal when cocaine is king over here? And this is the bigger problem. So it was like, so that won't really make sense to me. So anyway, he's speaking to the cops in Spanish. So he comes back to me. He's like, Cris. This is how he said, but Cris. So he's telling me, he's like, they got to call. They found the weed. They got caught with the weed. They'll let us go, but we got to get the money to let us go. So I'm like, at first, I didn't even ask them how much they wanted. Immediately, I went to, I'm American. I'm not giving them shit. Nigga, let us go. I took out my diplomatic passport. Yo, I'm like, I'm a diplomat. I'm a diplomat American. You can't do shit to me. You can't extort me for no money. You got to let me go. They was not hearing that shit. He was like, they don't care. He was like, they don't care. You got a passport. They don't care if you're diplomat. They don't want that. You got to get the money. Only way we're getting out of this situation, you get the money. I had a $50 bill on me. That's all I had. I didn't have none of their currency on me. I had some of their currency on me, but I had spent most of it when I was at the casino before he already came out. So all I had was a $50 bill left. Thank God, and luckily I had the motherfucker on me. Thank God I didn't spend it, because now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, if I didn't have that money on me, would they have really let us go with my diplomatic passport? Got us out the situation, and at the time it looking like it was not going to get us out the situation. So thank God I had the 50 on me. So I gave him the $50. So he gave the $50 to the cops, and they let us go. But when I think about it now, the fear I saw in this dude's eyes when he was explaining to me the severity of the situation that we in. That's the only reason why I gave him up the money. Because when I looked in his eyes, he looked scared as fuck. And then when because I missed the part, my bad. When they pulled us over, they was like, all right, we got back in the car because they took us to another location. The next location they took us, it was only about 5 minutes away. When we got out, I hear a whole bunch of water crashing. There's only one light. It's like a little broken ass lamp that was barely shining out. It looked dim as fuck. But it was the only light that we had in the whole compound. But it was dark as fuck. But I hear a whole bunch of water crashing around us. So it lets me know that we're at the motherfucking sea. These motherfuckers took us to a pier sea, to where now I'm thinking like, damn, they was really gonna drop us off in the waters and leave us like that? If I really not gave these motherfuckers no money. And yeah, they probably with us, because that's what, like, how we go from being in the hood on land to where you put us over there. Now you're gonna take us to a place where I hear nothing but water crashing. I can't really see shit because it's dark as fuck, but I hear nothing but water. So I'm thinking about, I'm like, damn, no wonder this dude, when I look at his eyes, it was nothing but fear. He looked like he was damn like about to cry and shit himself. So I gave him the 50. He gave the 50 to the cops. They took us back. They took me back to the hood where I had to catch another taxi. We called another taxi, and then I went back home. But every time every now and then I think about it, man, I'm like, man, that was a bad situation, bro. I was like, I could have ended up not being here, man. Like, because them niggas really took us to a place where all I heard was water crashing, where they was gonna kill us if I didn't give them money and leave me for dead. And they probably would have definitely got away with it, because I mean, well, I don't know, because it would have been definitely investigative research, because I am, my parents would have reported me missing and all types of shit. I'm a diplomat over there with a diplomatic passport, so it would have been definitely some ramifications. But I would have been gone, so no matter the ramifications, I would have been living. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying all that to say is, for any American who thinks that diplomatic passport is a godsend or a savior, it depends on the cop. That's all I'm gonna say. It depends on the cop overseas that you come in contact with. Because that shit was not going to save me that time. It's got me out of some other situations, but not that one. It's got me out of some other situations overseas, mainly in Indonesia. But when I got to Peru, them niggas did not give a fuck. They did not give a fuck about it. But yeah, so I got off tangent, but I said all this to say is, we respect people's cultures when we go over. As Black Americans, we respect other people's cultures when we go overseas. And for some reason, we don't get the same respect when these people come here to our land. And that's because, once they come here, they start to watch TV and everything. They watch our media, watch our news, and they quickly see that, how Black Americans are treated here in our own land with the law enforcement. So they quick, I'm like, oh, these niggas may look like they shining, these niggas may be getting money, but the cops don't respect these fools just like we don't respect them back in our country. So why should I respect them? So I can understand their mentality of why they would think that way. I can understand that why they would think that way and why they would probably go on to disrespect us. But we got to shut that shit down. No, that shit we're not doing it. But what another thing that is different though from when we was coming up, back when I was a kid, like 12, 13, 14, like we was chin checking immigrants or illegals if they said some racist shit. The youngsters not doing that these days. We don't see like because of hip hop, because of how much hip hop is progressed and flourished, that these other groups, but it's tricky though. It's like these other groups love our culture, love our music. They're now mingling and hanging with, our kids and everything like that. So they're, friends and everything. But y'all allowed our kids and our generation allowing these kids to say nigga. That's one thing our generation, when we was kids, we didn't do. Like they didn't say niggas around us. They would get clout. We would fuck their ass up. They said niggas around us. It's not like that anymore. The kids are letting these other groups say nigga around them. That's the main difference. They wouldn't even dare to say the word around us. Nigga, you better not say anything. They even start with an N around us. Like you was getting checked, you was getting chin checked, you was getting knocked out. So they wouldn't even. That shit was not. They wouldn't even dare do no shit like that. These days, these other ethnic groups, they just so freely say the word nigga around in the faces of Black Americans, people their age groups, and it's all to the good with them. I mean, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? We can't. The youth got to regulate that. The youth got to. The Black American youth, they got to be the ones in the streets regulating that. And when they get, when they make sure to check that shit when they get around them, so they know when they do come around them not to say that shit no more. But they don't, man. I don't know why they're so accepting of that. It just goes to show that times have changed, man. Times has changed. Aurora, shut your ass up. God damn, I put her outside so she can get some, get out, come outside and get some fresh air and see the other birds and shit, but she fucking be loud as fuck. Ridiculous. You sound like a kid. Shouldn't have got no parrot. You sound like a whole human. Yeah, man. What else popping though, man? I'm about to cut this live short because I didn't pretty much got off my chest where I wanted to get off. But it's gonna be interesting to see how we progress, what the future is gonna hold, especially these next few years. Because the Democrats they're all out of options, dog. Like, what are they gonna do now? Yeah, that's where I got off because I went back to the bomb and I was trying to go from my bomb and come back up to the present. But what they're gonna do now? Like, how are they gonna sell the Black American public what they want to do? To pretty much to try to keep them on board, because which I'm hoping is a mass exodus. We can say that. That's what we've seen online. Since they wanted to be stupid enough to remain seated when Trump asked them what was the main priority of the American government was to protect American citizens or the illegal aliens, and the Democrats remained seated. So to me, that was like a death knell. Y'all pretty much just torpedo your 2028 chances of ever becoming POTUS, because I'm pretty sure, like, if I was JD Vance, I would have went home that night and popped bottles that night. Like, what, for real shit? If I'm JD Vance, once I seen that nigga, I'm going home with my wife and kids that night, and we pop bottles that night, nigga, I'm the next president. I'm the next president. Like, the Democrats they just shot themselves in the foot. Even the strongest liberals were turned off by that, dog. You know what I'm saying? The only people who liked that was an illegal or an immigrant. Every American citizen hated that. Every American citizen hated that moment. Even the staunch, hard, downright liberals, the most leftists, hated that moment. How can the Democrats be so stupid? I'm glad they were, though, because I'm so tired of you niggas. I'm so tired of niggas. So we can rest assured that the Republicans are gonna take office 2028. They ain't even gotta do nothing. They don't even have to campaign. They ain't got a campaign. All they got to do is replay what. All they got to do is replay that Trump clip. The whole 2028, that whole year. All they got to do is replay that. They ain't got to do shit else. They ain't got to do nothing else but replay that. They show them not standing when Trump asked that question. And the POTUS is in the bag. JD Vance is in the bag. Next president. Easy. Easy. Like, damn, Democrats, y'all cannot. They don't know how to play chess for shit. They play checkers. They can't even play checkers good. They can't even play checkers good. It look like it's about to come out, start raining. So I'm about to go back inside, man. But yeah, man, the Democrats, they shot themselves in the foot. We can expect JD Vance to become president 2028. Keep this ICE train rolling because we need this ICE train rolling. Especially Black Americans needs this bitch to keep rolling because it only benefits, well, I'm not going to say only, but it benefits us tremendously. Immigration hurts us greatly, a great deal. The more immigration that comes here, the more it is trying to place a foundational Black American who are foundational and from this land. I'm out. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace.